correct answers in episode 6. But the one that got the answer first was Dingo 515. Send me your address, Dingo. You got some prizes coming. Yeah, you said it's Gigmaster2718@gmail.com. I'll put it right in the thing. But man, it was a large cent. I know a lot of y'all got it. And some of my clues there, big, large, right? So anyway, what I'm going to do right now is tell you about the U.S. penny. It's pretty interesting. I try to get some educational stuff for the things that we do show on the Figure It Out. And it's really interesting. I've learned a lot doing this, and hopefully I pass on some of this education. So, the U.S. large cent is the first coin that was actually minted for the U.S. Not the first penny in the U.S. though. Some of the states have them, like the 1787 New York 1 cent piece. So that was actually produced by New York. And I found one of those, if y'all remember seeing it in one of my videos. Unfortunately, mine was kind of eat up by the salt water, but I did find one. But anyway, so there were some other states making their own coins, pennies and stuff. But as far as the U.S. concerned making something, the 1793 flowing hair chain cent was the first one produced. I'm going to go through the entire list of pennies that have been produced in the U.S. So, the flowing hair chain cent. And I'm going to put a picture up on the screen of each one of them. I got this right here. I'm going to use this as my guide. It's a lot of them. And even though we're going to talk about each one of these, there's so many variations each one. It would take 2 days to go over it, I think. It's, some stamped over, others, different backs and all. So we'll just talk about the main ones that were produced. Okay, the first one, the flowing hair cent, 1793. That's the one I'm showing on the screen. Then you got another 1793 flowing hair wreath, which had got the wreath on back versus the chain cent. And then you got a 1793 Liberty cap that was actually produced from 1793 to 1796. The other two were just that 1793 year. So actually in 1793 you had 3 different large cents, which is pretty interesting. Okay, 1793 to 1796, that Liberty cap that you see up there. 1796 to 1807 was a Drake bust. And you see up there, it's got the Drake bust. And you can see sometimes why they call certain ones what they call them. And then 1808 to 1814 was the classic head, they call it. And I'll put a picture up there of that one. And then 1816 to 1839 was a coronet, they call it. And I'll put a picture up there of that one. And the final one was a braided hair, 1839 to 1857. So, there's how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different large cents from 1793 to 1857. That's pretty cool. And there's tons of variations of those. That's why if you really want to get something great on, you got to send it off, because some of these, I remember the one I had found, I think I got 1794 right here. Matter of fact, 17, it's a pretty cool one. Actually, it's pretty neat. If you look on the edge, I'll put a picture up there to read the edge, 100 equal $1 or something like that, right? Written around the edge, written right across the edge right here. It's pretty cool. But anyway, this is the reef one, 1794. But anyway, they did lots of variations, and I think a couple of those coins I got, they're like 6 and 7 variations of different ones. You find those old coins like that. I guess the dyes, they had different dyes they would use, and also all kind of variations. Okay, after 1857, we're still making pennies right up to today, so stay tuned. We're working our way up to today. The next one is a Flying Eagle cent. You see me find a few of those too. And they were 1856 to 1858. So made them 3 years. I think it was 1856 was a real rare one, I believe. I don't think it made too many. 3 years. Okay, and the next one y'all might remember good, Indian head. 1859 to 1909. Now, there was the years 59 to 64. They call it fatty. And some of y'all may have heard, I got a fatty Indian head. They were actually a little thicker, and they weighed a little more. And the 59 to 64 was 88% copper, 12% nickel, and I believe the others was after that. The Indian heads were 95% copper and 5% tin. So the different composition. Anyway, the main thing is the fatty, which was 1859 to 1864. I'm also going to throw something else up on the screen right now. I want to get into this a little more. I'm going to show you the composition, what the material was. All the 1793 to 1857, they were all 100% copper. We're going to work toward today what today's coin is made of, pennies out of, but back then 100% copper, those first ones. And like I just said on the Indian head, some of those were 80% copper and 12% nickel, except for that 1 year there, except for the other years. And so now we're going to go to the next one. The Indian head was 1859 to 1909. I think 1909 they actually made both of them, because then you got the Lincoln cent from 1909 to present. They call it Lincoln cent because they got Lincoln on front, but they changed the back many times over the years. The Lincoln wheat penny, you hear me call them the Sweetie Wheaties. I like the Sweetie Wheaties because they're older. 1909 to 1958. You get the Sweetie Wheatie. 1959 to, oh, wait a minute, let's see, let me get it straight now. Because, you know, what this is here, we're talking, I got one sheet that tells me the composition and then another sheet that shows me the type of coin. So I'm going to probably put that composition up there so y'all can kind of see it once in a while there so you know what I'm talking about. The next one they call a Lincoln Memorial from 1959 to 2008. And that's the one you see that it's got the memorial on the back. But, let's see, let's just look at this 2008. From 19... let's see, except in 1943, of course they made the steel penny because they needed the copper for the war. So 1943 it was made out of steel. But it was still the Lincoln cent. But they started changing what it was made. In 1947 to 62, it was bronze, 95% copper. Some of them with tin and zinc. I'm just going to tell you the copper content. 95% copper from, let's see, let's look at this real quick. From 1864 to 1942, 95% copper. So we're working our way up. 95% copper, 44 to 46. 47 to 62, 95% copper. 62 to 82, 95% copper. Okay, 82 to present, 97.5% zinc and 2.5% copper. We're going to go over some different coins, different variations here, but I'm just giving you the percentage that they'll make. 97.5% zinc. And that's why you see when I get them at the beach, that salt water eats that zinc up, and I'll find half a penny sometime. But if you get one prior to 1982, they sound different on the detector, and you get a different number on the detector. Sometimes they're always real strong, 24, sometimes 25. Anyway, the upper, the above 20, those ones that are before 1982, because they got 95% copper. Above that, though, 82 to present, they got 97% zinc. So they'll give you a different signal. And every time you go to the beach, and the more that zinc is eat out, the lower the number goes. I've gotten pennies as low as 8 because there's just nothing left of them. So anyway, that's interesting on the composition of them. But now we're going to go back to actually, we talked about the Lincoln wheat penny, 1909 and 1958. The Lincoln Memorial from 1969... Okay, I got my glasses here. No, 1959 to 2008, the Lincoln Memorial. And that's the one you see with the memorial back. But then in 2008, they had a Lincoln Bicentennial. Had different designs, about 4 different designs. I'm going to just show you one of them here on the screen. And then after 2009, you get 2010 to present has the Union Shield. And I'll put a picture of that one up on the screen. The penny has come a long way from the large cent, and from each state making some pennies and stuff too from these. Alright, that's all I'm going to say about the penny. I tell you, I learned a lot. I hope you all learned a little bit too, and if you're interested, you just Google U.S. penny, and it'll go through the whole. You got a Wikipedia can kind of tell you some more if I missed something. All right, whew, that's a lot. Well, y'all ready for episode 7? Let's get ready to talk about the new episode 7 that you got to figure it out. Figure it out. All right, let me go like we do every week. We'll go with the rules of the game right here, and then we'll talk about the new item for episode 7. Stay tuned. All right, is everybody ready for this week's episode of Figure It Out? Let's get started right now. But before we get into this week, let me tell you how the game works and the rules. First, I'm going to provide a picture, and you will have to try to figure out what it is. But it's not a regular picture. It's a picture that's been magnified anywhere from 10 times to 1,000 times. And we'll be using 2 types of microscopes to do it with. One's a DM4, which you'll see in the picture right here. And it's it can go from 500 times to 1,000. And then the next one here is a DX2, a VHO DX2. And that one can go from 10 times to 300 times. Completely changes the look of the object when you start magnifying it. I'm going to show you a quick example of how this works. Now first, in my very first episode, I had daisies down. My mallard duck was in the backyard. And this is what down looks like at a normal view. And this is what it looks like when you magnify it about 700 times. So it's completely different. And that's why I say, when you see the pictures, it may not look anywhere near what you're seeing at a normal size. Each week, I'm going to give you a set of clues. And I'll give you 3 to 5 clues probably each week to kind of give you an idea how to look for what it is, how to try to figure it out. So I'm not just going to throw a picture and say, just go figure it out. We'll give you a few clues to try to help you figure it out. And then, hopefully in the future, we may start having some relics to give away. But right now, we're going to be giving you the winner. If you get it right, the first person that gets it right will receive a Gigmaster sticker that says, Figure It Out Winner, Gigmaster. So you will be receiving that, and I'll give you an email to send it to. All right, here are a couple rules we're going to have to put your guess down. 1, you can only put 1 guess down. In the comments down below in the video, 1 comment. And that's your guess. That's it. Don't put 10 on there, just put 1 time. The person that gets the first person that gets it right is the winner. The answer must match exactly. For example, on my very first episode, it was duck down, which was correct, but it wasn't what I was looking for. I was looking for specific daisies down. That was actually the winner. So I'm going to have it written down in my mind the answer that I'm looking for. And the first person to get that answer will win. All right, 1 more rule. Anybody that goes to my adventures with me or that knows me personally, I've talked to them about some of this stuff, are exempt from the contest. So please don't ruin it for everybody else. Just let everybody try to guess it out. Because you might know it because I might have talked to you about it and all. So let's just let that go like that. And what I'll do at the beginning, like I'm doing in this video here, I'll explain the previous weeks of what it was, and we'll try to get a little education out of it. I'll tell you what it is, what it's for, how it works and all, and try to, be fun and get a little education at the same time. All right, is everybody ready for the pictures of this week's episode 7? Figure it out. Before I show you that, though, I'll show you one more time the winner gets. We got a nice Gigmaster face mask. We all can use face masks this day and time. I think we'll be using them for a long time, so that should come in handy. A nice Life is Adventure Gigmaster and a Figure It Out winner. This is made by my laser printer right there, and you can use it as a keychain or it's actually in the shape of a shell right here. This particular one, you get whatever variety I got, but it'll be similar to that one if I don't have that one in stock there. But anyway, let me get ready to put a picture up there right now. This will be just 1 picture. I have some more at the end of this video, so check those out too. I have 2 clues this week. Clue number 1, you've seen it in one of my videos. So those of you that are a Gigmaster subscriber, you might get it faster than somebody that's just now tuning in. The second one, sign on the dotted line. That's the second clue, sign on the dotted line. Alright, that's it on the clues. Good luck to everybody, and the winner will be getting their prize. So, check out the pictures here, and let me know down below what you think it is. I'm going to give you, if it's nobody's won for For first day, I will give an additional clue after 24 hours in the comments down below. If I give a second clue, you can guess the second time. Alright, thanks for coming along on this adventure. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, subscribe to the Gigmaster. Here come the pictures.